Hello, my name is Mordecai Earhart, and I'd like to start off today by thanking you for your patience and your willingness to listen to something that is very important to me. Multiple sclerosis is an inflammatory autoimmune disease where the immune system eats away at the protective covering of nerves. Multiple sclerosis, known as MS, affects nearly 1 million people just in the United States alone. MS is the most common neurological disease that attacks most young adults. Most are diagnosed between the ages of 20 to 50. When a person has an abnormal immune response, it causes inflammation and damage to the optic nerves, or damage to the myelin, which is the fatty material that insulates nerves and acts as the covering for an electric wire. The damage to the myelin is called lesions, which disrupts the ability of the nerves to conduct electrical impulses to and from the brain. This disease is difficult and unpredictable. It often takes years for someone to be diagnosed because there is no single pattern to this disease. This cause is unknown, therefore there is no cure. Research is ongoing, but scientists believe genetics, environment, and possible infectious agents, such as viruses, play a key role in the causes of MS. There are usually three main types of MS. Type 1, relapsing remitting MS, which is the most common and is clearly defined new or increases of neurological symptoms. These are followed by periods of partial or complete recovery. Type 2, secondary progressive MS, which is progressive worsening neurological functions over time. Type 3, primary progressive MS, is when a person has no relapses and a person becomes completely disabled. The reason MS is such an important topic to me is because my mother was diagnosed with type 1 MS. Other symptoms that her and many other patients have include vision problems, weakness, loss of balance, tingling sensations, fatigue, mood swings, cognitive issues, and depression. They actually, if you have MS, they send in magazines every month. And my mom got a magazine called Momentum. And this actually helps you every month, gives you exercises and tips you can have that will help you on your MS treatments and everything so on. Now let's get on to a few quick facts about MS. MS is a progressive disease of the central nervous system for which there is no cure present. MS is the most common disease of the central nervous system in young adults. There are wide ranges of symptoms, with fatigue being one of the most common. MS is not contagious or infectious. Many of the symptoms of MS can be successfully managed and treated. Many people don't know that people living in countries farther away from the equator have a greater chance in having MS. Most people do not know or understand the autoimmune diseases such as multiple sclerosis unless you know someone personally that has been diagnosed. One reason is because sometimes to look at someone you would never think they'd have this disease, but this disease can be long-term and very disabling. Therefore, I would like to invite you to join Walk MS or Bike MS to raise awareness and funds for multiple sclerosis, also known as MS. Both Walk MS and Ride MS brings awareness and raises funds to not only find a cure to stop MS, but also find out what causes MS. Bike MS is not a race, but teams of cyclists who can choose their challenge from 15 or up to 150 miles, or depending on which event you choose to go to. It is the largest bike fundraising program in the world by raising over $1.3 billion. Many cities have Bike MS, whether you want to ride in South Mississippi, the streets of New York City, or a 2-day coastal trip from Santa Monica to Santa Barbara. Walk MS is when a person creates a team of people to walk from 1 to 3 miles and rally around people with MS. Walk MS brings people with MS together with their family and friends. Just as any disease, when a person with MS can have others around them, who also have MS, the community for MS becomes stronger. So with that being said, with the passion and determination along the fundraising of all Walk MS and Bike MS participants, a difference in the MS world can be made. Help make a difference. Join Walk MS or Bike MS today by registering at walkms.org or bikems.org. Because together, we are stronger. Thank you.
Sounds like you're going to do the Walk MS video.